So this is where the water level was at the World War II boat location just 2 weeks ago, and this is where it is today. I swear the water levels out here are dropping like the funds in my bank account after my divorce. Anyways, lots of crazy stuff has been going on out here at Lake Mead in recent months. Today I'm going to show you guys how far the water levels have dropped just in the past 2 weeks, and then I'm going to show you guys some of the items that have been turning up on the beach. Be sure to go Will Smith on that like button and make sure you watch until the very end, otherwise I'll develop a drinking problem. Alright guys, so we're back at the famous World War II boat here, and it looks like we can see into it a little bit more than we could last week. We're going to walk around it in just a second and take a look and see how far away it is from the actual shoreline itself. One thing I found interesting was this tire right here. The first time I came out here, about, I want to say 1/3 of that tire was underwater, and now as you can see, only a small fraction of it is actually touching the water. So I'll put up a before and after photo so I can show you guys that. Okay guys, so we're back at the World War II boat here, and there is definitely some significant differences in the water level from the last time we were here and from the first time we were here on like July 7th. The first time we were here, we couldn't even see under the boat. I mean, we could, but like you had to look through the water. But now the bottom of the boat is like visible without having to look through the water. The water was maybe about to like the edge of the boat, like right here, the first time we came out here. And you can definitely see where the water levels kind of receded in the recent couple of weeks here. So I'll post those photos up right now so that way you guys can get a good look at the differences. But this is literally just in 2 weeks how far it's come down. And I told you guys, I think on my last video, that maybe 1 to 2 weeks we'd be able to walk out there. I don't know if it'll recede that much within the next week, but in time. I mean, if this wasn't so soupy muddy right here, I bet you I could stand right there and probably touch the boat, which I definitely could not do just based on looking at the first photo I took of this. Yeah, I mean, if I could make it down to that rock, I could just lean over and touch the boat, which was definitely not possible come 2 weeks ago when I first came out here. Maybe by next week, I'll actually be able to walk down there. Maybe it'll be dry enough to where I can actually touch the boat, maybe cling on to it a little bit, and maybe get the camera around there and get a better look inside. But yeah, you can definitely see where it's been drier up here, and then where it's darker right here. That's where it's just been recently receding back here. It's definitely going to be interesting to come out here toward the end of August and just see where the water line is at. I imagine by then, this is probably, I mean, it looks pretty deep down there because you can only see the bottom up to maybe like, I don't know, 10 or 12 feet or so. But toward the end of August, I don't imagine this is going to get any better. So it should be quite the transformation out here. That's not even going to be considered underwater anymore. I mean, it barely is right now. All right, everybody, so that pretty much wraps it up here for the World War II boat. Now we're going to make our way back to Government Wash, and we're going to go out to the iconic speedboat location, and we're going to see how far the water has receded since our last visit. Stay tuned. Well, what do you know? What do we got here? I'm truly amazed by some of the things I find out here. Side view mirror. I'm going to guess that belonged to a Chevy Cavalier. I have no idea. I swear there's more trash out here than there is on Venice Beach. Never know what you're gonna find. But this kind of begs the question, if this is up here, then where's the rest of it at? There is just so much crap out here. I mean, just so, ooh, look, a lawn chair. That one doesn't look like it's in too bad a shape either. I mean, a little Dawn dish soap, a little bleach, sparkle right up. So here I was, just walking along the shoreline. Looks like we got a wheelbarrow, some, I don't know if that's a chair or a table of some sort, and another wheelbarrow, and another interesting find, a frame of a futon. It's one thing to see a frame of a futon out here, but it's like, why would you bring it out here? Like, what's the story behind that? Such a shame. Okay guys, so we are back at the famous speedboat location, and you are not gonna believe how much the water levels have receded since last week. Check it out. Pay close attention to the water separating the island and the shoreline itself. It's pretty significant in this photo. Then fast forward 2 weeks later, and there is virtually no separation between the island and the shoreline. What is going on here? And for a little more perspective, here's a photo that I took on July 15th. And here's a photo that I took today on July 21st. I swear staring at these photos is almost as depressing as trying to look at a photo of the island boys. Okay, so we shot a lot of footage out here today of the speedboat and the little island that you see behind me, and I'm gonna keep you guys up to date as far as where the water levels are throughout the next few weeks here, and we're just gonna see how quickly the water drops. But we're gonna kick rocks here and head back to Boulder Harbor and see if we can find any more boats, because I'm melting like a snow cone in Phoenix. It is pretty sad to see the water levels drop right before your eyes, but I do feel it is very important to document this historic event, and as much as we do wish Lake Mead would again return to full capacity, it's like wishing Demi Lovato would get sober, and stay sober. It's not likely. All right, everybody, so now we're at PWC Beach at Lake Mead, and I got tipped off that there was a boat out here, and there is, so we're gonna go check it out. It's about 8 in the morning right now, and I figured we'd get out here before all the shoobies get here.
By shoobies!
I think it's only about maybe 98 degrees. Oh shoot, I almost tripped. So it's not too bad right now. It's supposed to get up to like 115 today. 98 degrees is pretty decent. It's also a late 90s boy band, in case you didn't know, that 13-year-old girl swooned over. Not really relevant to this video, but I just figured I'd mention it. Man, I know I've been coming across a lot of boats that have seen better days, but this one looks like it has definitely, you know, hit the shit here. This one's just been like beaten up, rotten. Oh, I don't know what that is over there. The engine over here. I really can't make any of this stuff out. You guys know I'm not really a boat person. I'm more of a car guy. But this is still pretty cool to see. Like I say, it's not too far from that little restroom right there in the trash can. That's where I parked, and we're at PWC Beach. So if you want to come out here and see this one, it is right here. Looks like there was a frame to a set of goggles. A lot of people come snorkeling out here. And that's actually how one of the set of remains was found over by Hemingway Harbor. I guess some people were snorkeling over there and saw some bones and alerted authorities. Just by looking at this side here, I mean, pretty much anything could have happened to it, but it almost looks like something hit this at one point in time. Okay, so I figured before we make our way back to Hemingway Harbor, I'd document this right here. Little cove here. Looks like it probably wasn't a cove at one point in time. It was just all underwater. But, you know, drought happens, and then this is what happens right here. So I figured we'd document it and take some pictures and then come back in a couple weeks and kind of show you guys some before and after photos. I got a feeling this is not going to take too long. I'd say give it maybe 2 weeks here and all this water is going to be gone. It's probably going to be really soupy and muddy, and we're not going to be able to walk into it as of just yet, but I figured we'd take some photos and some video of it so that way I can show you guys how quickly things are drying up out here. Jerry, Joseph, and the Jack Mormons. Take a look at this wasteland here. Man, if I'm correct, I saw this on Google Earth at one point when there was water in here. I'll show you guys another before and after photo, but man, this place is dry. Like my mouth after I smoke a joint. But you can see all the buoys around here. The shit you find out here. I have no idea what this is, but if you're a boat person, let me know what you think that is, because I have no idea and I would really like to know. Oh, hey, a tow strap. I should hold on to that. That might, maybe not a good idea. That's freaking hot. Okay, buddy, is that a battery? I think that is a battery. There's actually like 2 or 3 of them when I came in over there that I saw. Here's some more buoys, another one right here. I could totally imagine those being anchored down right here so that way the boats and the ships knew where to come in through the little channel to go up there. Kind of looks like a giant Crayola crayon. Whew, mamacita. It is hot out here. So someone DM'd me on Instagram a few days ago and told me if I came out to this location here and followed the bathtub ring for a little while, I would eventually run into a boat. I haven't found a boat just yet. I might walk a little bit further here and just kind of see what I can find on the other side of this little bend here. But so far, no boat. Kind of disappointed, unless that person meant the boats that I found earlier, the last time I was out here, like last week. In that case, I've already seen those, but I'm gonna walk a little bit further down the line here, and if I can find them, awesome. If not, well, then this was all for nothing, and I just wasted a bunch of energy, water, Gatorade, and I had a Bud Light out here too. I'm throwing it away though. I'm not just gonna throw it on the shore because that's littering, but we're gonna see if we can find it. Okay, adventure goers, I think we're gonna call it a day for today because I am sweating faster than I am hydrating. I got a little bit of a headache, and I'm extremely exhausted. I'm freaking soaked in sweat. My car is not too far away. It's just like right there, so we're not gonna die, but thanks for tuning in, like and subscribe, and we'll see you in next week's episode. Take care. Oh, AC, thank God.